Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial where this is covering the basics of scripting and also the tabs right here and like much more. So this is like the home tab where it has select, move, scale, rotate, collisions, constraints, join, editor, toolbox, part, UI, material, color, walk, play, stop, game settings, team test, exit game. But if we go to model, is select, move, scale, rotate. Is just transform. So if I just enter a part right here, transform, it will do all of the tools at once. You see, it will move it. It can just do this. It can do this. It can do this. It can do this. It can do this. And then also we have like rotate. So if I enter a part right here, so if I just do like change this to 1, and when I rotate, see it does it like differently. If I do 5, then you see it does differently. If I do 105, they will do it like majorly differently. See, like, this is like weird. But I recommend you do 5, or you can do 1. I think the default is 1. I'm not quite sure, but you can do 5 if you want to. Then there's also move. So if I just check this off, so we do like 5 studs, like 5 whatever, 5 studs. Then that means when you move it, it will move 5 studs. If you do like 1, then it will do like 1 studs. If you do 2, it will do 2 studs. Like. But if you uncheck, if you just change this to like 0.5, and if you uncheck, then as you can see, it doesn't go by studs anymore. It just goes by however you push it. See? Then there's also like all of these stuff. So I've insert part, change the material to wood, change its color to like what's this color? Teal, and then this is making a spawn, so it spawn. Like, no. And then if you go to test right here, it has like stars, so you can do like how many players you want to do in that like test. Just play, pause, stop, network, simulator, which is not really simulator, but emulator, mute. Then this is view. So if you like go explore, then you go like make sure that these two are like selected, and make sure toolbox is selected. So they see game explorer, toolbox, tutorials, object browser, output, game anyways. You can do command more if you want, but I don't like use this. It's kind of useless. It's not useless, but I don't really know. But this is output. So if there's any errors in your script, this is where to go. Like it will tell you what the errors are. It tells you how to fix. Well, it doesn't tell you how to fix it, but it tells you like information about the error, and um, and then what you do is you can just like whenever there's an error, right click, press open link, and it'll send you to the script that has the error and the exact same line that has the error. So this is a screenshot. You can take a screenshot. You can also record video of like this, only like this, and then like other stuff. Then these are just plugins. Plugins is basically plugins. Okay. Okay. Um. So let's get started. And the way we're gonna do that is by inserting a part. So this video will cover. Alright, this video will talk about. We will talk about in this video. So it's like changing properties. So okay, before we do that, once you open, like for default, like I don't know like how you do it, but I just put properties like right here. So this is like properties, and then go where the properties anywhere. If you're new to studio, then it'll be like somewhere around here. If you already done studio, then it'll be somewhere. Um. So just go wherever the properties are, and you should see this. If it's like right here, then you can just scroll down to see more. But I prefer like over here. It's big. Put the toolbox right there, so you can switch the toolbox and properties all the time. Okay. So so this is property. So this is the name. You can't really see the name unless you do a humanoid, but that you can't do that to parts. So you can't. So this is like blocky super. I don't know why I did that, but see, it's also known as blocky super. I was gonna name it brick test. This is the parent. This is the position. So if it changes to 5, it will change the position. Velocity. I don't even know what this is, but yeah, I don't even know. Then this is anchored. So if you do anchored, then like fly around the whole entire place and it'll fall off the map. Like even though it's like on the ground, it'll still fall off the map. So make sure it's anchored so it doesn't move. And when you push it, you can't because it's anchored to the ground. But if you want to move it, but it's stuck to the ground, unanchor it, surface, the bottom surface, glue it. So see, it's glued to the ground, but I think you can still move it. But you can't like kick it around. You can just only like move it. Like I'm not 100% sure. This is like uh the the size. It so this series is about scripting, and you're probably wondering why. This is about like changing properties instead of scripting, but you need to know these before you can actually script or something like that. So this is like wood or ice. See, it will change the ice what I just did. And then can collide. So if you make this can collide, that means you can go through the part, but if you just did it, you can't. Archable. So if you change archable, I think that archable means that like so if you try to change the part, it won't change, and it'll do like something like that. So I'm just gonna put this anchored. So now that you like know all about this stuff, kind of apart from these, but these parts will be in the scripting. So so I see like when your mouse is over the part, you will see this little plus sign right here. Click it, and then type in the word script. Press enter, or you can just like put your mouse like right here. Delete print hello world. If it's small, then like if you have a mouse, then hold down control, then press the little little tire ball thingy on the mouse in the middle to like scroll. Just the scroll thing. Or I don't know. Okay, so if you do, so now we're gonna do variables. Variables is basically like, well, variables are basically like variables. But if you don't know what variables mean, then it's like a word. So we can do custom names. So if I just do like, so I can name this like blah, 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 blah. It will actually equal. So let's do. So this is the variable. This will make sure that the variable is set. So this is blah blah. So whenever you type in blah blah in the script, it will mean script.parent, and script.parent is the part. This is the part. So if you put whatever is like if you like insert another part here, if you insert like a part, if you put the part inside the part, then if you put the script inside the part, so whenever it means script.parent, it means like whatever's holding. So if you do script.parent, then it'll mean this part. If you do it right here, if you do script.parent, it'll mean this part. If you put it in workspace, then that means it will be workspace. If you put it in players, that means it will be players. So script.parent. You know, like whatever's like holding it. But if I have like multiple scripts, but what it means is basically what's holding it. What's holding the script in place with the inside. What's inside the script? But what the script is inside. There we go. So whenever I type in blah blah blah, it will mean that the part. There we go. So this is gonna be. So I want to name this. So if you do like 2 minus signs, then type in whatever word. This won't affect the script. This will be like comments, so you know like what things, and it won't affect. So you can type in words, but it won't affect the script. So now let's do properties. So we do blah 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 dot transparency equals 1. Then that that means that the part will be invisible because of the transparency set to 1. So if you press play right here, or press play right here, it could be like right there or like right there. As you see, we can't see any part. I'm just gonna press play here. If I press play here, then wherever the camera is, then you'll test it there. So see, there's a block right there. There's a block. See, like see, I can type on, I can stand on the block, but it's invisible. Okay, so it's like basically properties. So if you do blah blah, brick color equals, so brick color is the color of the part. So we do blah blah or whatever you set it. So if you set this to test, when it says blah blah, it will have a blue outline because the script doesn't know what it is. So now I have to change this to test so it knows what that thing is. Or you can just do script.parent. You don't have to do this. You can just do script.parent instead. So do script.parent. So I'm gonna take this to test. So you put whatever those things are. I don't even know what they're called, but they're that. So if we put if we put black here, then we'll turn it to black. If we put it yellow here, make sure it's brick yellow, and you can make it yellow. If this is gray or ghost gray, then it will just do that. Then it will change this. So let's change this to 0. So 0 means it won't be invisible. So let's change that to 0. Then let's make the color ghost gray. So what you set it to blue, but right now it's ghost gray. It's like white. It's like the same color as the ghost, and it's not blue anymore. But that's because it's ghost gray. So that's the tutorial. This tutorial done. But actually, before I end the video, see this material. That's the material. So I'm going to do like a fast line of code. So script.parent.material equals like, well, this is ice. So if I just do wood, then it will be wood. But if you do it like granite, then I spelled that wrong, but it won't change because it will change to smooth. It will be the same because I spelled that wrong, and that's an error. So if we go to our output, as you can see, we have an error that's saying invalid value granite for any material. So that means that granite is not. So that means that word right there is not it's not a part of a material. So you can right click, open the link. Now as you see, we'll open the line that's causing the error, and we'll open the script that's causing the error. So I'm gonna change it back here. Press stop. Always save. So now I made changes. I then do play. So I see it's granite now, the correct way. Then you see it will turn into a granite material, and there will be no errors. Because I fixed it. So that's gonna be the tutorial done for this episode of Learn How to Script for beginners or something. I don't know, learn to script. So that was it. So bye. Bye 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 bye.